Kamran's irrepressible.
He is a rare breed of individual that takes the determination that he has on the technology side of things and applies it to humanistic type of work.
He's not process-oriented. He's very intuitive.
A friend of mine once said, you like to paint on a big canvas, and Kamran really likes to paint on a big canvas.
Many times entrepreneurs start a company to make a lot of money or be very famous or develop a new technology, a new product that would change the world, or be their own boss. I had done many of these in early stages of my life, and now I don't know what to do with myself next, because making money was not important, being famous was not important. None of these things were that meaningful.
Born in Tehran, Kamran Elahian migrated to the U.S. in 1972 and showed an irrepressible tenacity and contagious energy early in his career. With decades of entrepreneurial success to his credit, including co-founding the industry-innovating companies CAE Systems and Cirrus Logic, it was perhaps the failure of his third company, Momenta, that led Kamran to an epiphany of what to do next. He came to believe during a year of soul-searching that modern technologies can be instrumental in dissolving barriers between nations, cultures, and individuals. Kamran's goal would be to develop technologies that bring people together, start global companies that are active in many different countries, and to create public benefit organizations to improve education and promote tolerance. These principles, which Kamran calls his 3 pillars, would become the guiding force behind his professional and personal life.
First time I met Kamran, the man in black, he said that he wanted personally to help every poor school in the United States have network connectivity by putting hardware in the school. This is a lot of money, an immense project. I thought he was crazy. But the more he talked about what could be done with this piece of technology and that, the more I was convinced he's a force of nature.
In a sense, the broadband revolution really is about empowering people around the world to get back on an even footing in terms of communication and their access to information. And if you look at the world today being a world where information is everything, then by leveling the playing field and providing access to the world, people around the world, what you're doing is really enabling them and empowering them to bring change to their own lives.
To date, Schools Online has connected over 5,700 schools and nearly 8,000 teachers in the United States and over 400 schools throughout the world. And through Global Catalyst Foundation, Kamran, together with the principals of Global Catalyst Partners, support innovative projects worldwide that improve education, sustain the environment, alleviate poverty, promote social tolerance, and celebrate diversity. All this to be achieved through modern technology, designed to bridge the social and political differences among people.
When Kamran first had the idea, following a project called NetDay, I worked on this project to link all these schools together, all the schools in the United States. And Kamran came to an organizing meeting we had with Vice President Gore and all these people and stood up and said, "You'll link them, but I want to put computers in every school in the country."
So he really profoundly believes in this idea of giving back, and people that are around him for a certain period of time kind of catch that virus, if you want to call it that. It's a good virus, and you catch it, but it stays with you.
I think his imagination is more unbounded than others because he's not a prisoner of his own perceptions.
He had this philosophy that if people could communicate better, they would understand each other better, and there wouldn't be a need for war, and it would be an enhancer of peace. And as I've thought about those principles and concepts, I would have to say I fully agree.
Kamran sees global entrepreneurship as the means to level the world's economic and technological playing field and close the gap between rich and poor. Inspired by both the radical revolutionary Che Guevara and the peace-loving Mahatma Gandhi, Kamran's unique mixture of engineering, entrepreneurial, and venture capitalist talents enable him to be at once relentless and endearing in promoting his philanthropy of hope among his colleagues in the high-tech world. His vision of a friendlier, healthier world, a peaceful and prosperous place for all of its citizens, together with his generous spirit and unwavering conviction, is contagious and defines what is perhaps Kamran's greatest achievement worth celebrating. Quite simply, that Kamran Elahian compels others to come together in making a better future for us all.
If we think of humanitarian terms and put our humanity above our religion or about our nationalism, and say that we would first do something that helps humanity before we say it would help only our race or only our religion, I believe that would be a significant impact.
Kamran is not just about talking about ideals, right? He lives them. He really believes and does the types of things that he talks about.
You know, he's got a rich spirit. And it's more than a hackneyed, what can a young entrepreneur get from this guy? Well, they can get from this guy what this guy is. He's a good human being. And I'll tell you, being a good human being is better than being a good entrepreneur.
Each one of us can do so much if we really recognize the importance of it, and if we are inspired to do something about it. Not be just a passive onlooker, but take the matters at hand and go and put the wheels in motion to do something about it. Because after all, it's only our future that we are fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kamran Elahian.